Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Cyber Magician back again in the new series of the updated creation protocols for doing a new character with all the changes that have happened over the last, 10 years, 15 years of DDO. So now we're getting into still the melee class, getting into the monk, which is your martial artist. So ability is very good on that. Physical training to use hand-to-hand combat or some weapons, but not really that many weapons at all. So she has stunning fist and deflect arrows. So what you need to know is that strength attacks melee attack and damage, yes. High wisdom boosts the monk's defenses, yes. So what you were looking at is your wisdom and your dexterity. They allow the monk to be able to do damage. Now, a lot of the damage can be based on those scores too, so it makes it very important. So, let's get into it. And as you can see, strictly custom. So, dexterity. So we look at the draw. Higher dexterity, intelligence, charisma, and constitution, lower con. So, hmm. Hmm. So, let's take a look. Dragonboard is out. Strength and but lower dexterity, that's no good. Higher wisdom. Dwarf. Constitution, charisma. Corvair elf. Dexterity, lower con. What else? Higher dexterity, lower intelligence. Gnome. Well, yeah, gnome. Halfling again. Dexterity. Half elf, the same as humans. Orcs, his strength, so no. Human. Tiefling, higher charisma. Shifter. Higher dexterity, lower intelligence. And they have the rage capability on it. That would be an interesting build, I think. Let's go Warforged, Constitution, lower charisma, and charisma. Well, yeah. So, not really anything that's going to give us very high in those two categories. So we have to choose one. Let's just stick with humans this time. So wisdom improves the monk's special attacks. Maximum chi. Strength, dexterity, constitution, wisdom. So 4 categories. Yuck. No bonuses here at all, but no deficits here at all. So 14, 10, 14, 14, 14. So we have 6 points left, so we have to decide where we want to put those 6 points in. And con. You're 1 in con. Dexterity. Okay, let's do that. Bounce. Okay, tumble is not there because tumble is part of this. Concentration, you need that for your abilities. Couple and jump, there's your tumble. So that's good. Now, let's go. Oh, you want to be a ninja? Do you want to be a ninja? Move silently. Hide. Well, let's do the ninja routine. We got points left. 1 and hide. Okay. So, human and bonus feat, class feats. So it's hand-to-hand combat. So some of these feats really don't apply. Stunning Fist allows you to stun an opponent, which is really good, and you can beat the crap out of them. Shuriken, you throw an extra Shuriken. Magical training. This doesn't really help a lot, does it? So power attack will get you cleave, but you don't get power. There's power attack there. That would be interesting. Let's try that and see what we get out of it. So 14, 15, 15, 10, 15. Here she is. Alright, let's go into, yeah, see the hair. She's a monk, right? So let's do monk hair. Get link it in the faces. Short ponytail. Okay. And we want a blonde. Light blonde, sandy hair. The complexion is going to be regular human, just a little on the darker side. Yep, that's good. Light blue eyes. Oh yeah, nice blue eyes. Eyebrows. There we go. Nose, we're just going to leave alone. Lips. Let's see our pucker power. And let's give her some lipstick. Cool. All right. And there we have her. Let's go in. Now the same thing with my other ones I've already done. We're going to create our extra toolbars. And there we have it. Now you'll notice here, these are your monk abilities. So we have to look around and play with them a little bit. So we're going to change them up. So we're going to put them up in the higher bars. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be in number 6. So our fighting capabilities are going to go in number 6. So these go up here. And there we have it. Now underneath 6 is number 2. And in number 2 we're going to have our other abilities. So we're going to add these down here. What would you do that for? Silly girl. So a cleave is going to be up here in number 6 also. That's your finishing move. That goes up there. Stunning fist. And trip. So sunder. Alright, so slash UI layout load 2. Now just to show you, if I bring that back up and I go this allows you now slash UI space layout slash save 2 allows you to save the configuration. So I'm going to make a small change here and I'm going to grab that map capabilities over here, add that there, and then tell it to save. And it says it's now saved that layout too. So we'll see if that works complete. And of course, as you know, because of what I've done already, I do have all these other stuff given to her. Alright. Now this one here, I'm going to start. It's level 1. Ta-da! Melee weapons, monk. So 5 points. That's nice, nice. Gotta like that. So, balance, concentration, hide, move silently, and jump. See, tell me we don't need to put any more into all the other ones. Not really necessary. So, next. Aha, class feat. Well, we do have cleave already, so we don't need that. So what do these do? Zen Archery allows you to use wisdom instead of dexterity for ranged weapons. Shuriken allows you a chance to throw another shuriken if you have shurikens. Deflector's feat. I'm going to add dodge in here. So that gives me an extra 3% dodge bonus. And finish. So what I'm basically doing here is I'm adding the extra levels. Now I'm going to show you the changes that come about. So we got 14, 17, 13, 10, 15. That's your basic abilities. And your basic feats are here. A lot of them are your monk feats that are in here. These are the ones that really make a difference. So we're going to add this in, which is meditation, because we need that. Finishing moves, you have your finishing moves there. Now, one nice thing about it is that you don't have to learn. This will change according to your finishing move. And we automatically have evasion. Yay. So, martial feats, cleave, power attack, stunning fist. They're all there on there already. Defensive, basic, automatic attack. And there we have it. So, spells, no. Enhancements, no. Not yet, anyways. So really when you look at her, this is your basic character right here. All I'm doing now is I'm adding more levels to her to allow her to show you how you can build them up to level 7. Now, her chi here is 10 to the 70. So that's your 10 you have now, and 70 is your max. His spell points is zip, because no spell points. And very negative there. And we have hit points of 48. So that, remember that number, 48. So that's a little high right now because we're now monk level 2. So we have 48. So let's close that off. Going back into monk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next. So 2 more feats, which is good. Now here we're going to add mobility. Now what mobility is going to do is something rather cool. But let's take a look at classic feat, class feats. There we are. So here is what I wanted to show you. So path of Fists of Light, a Fist of Darkness. And what these do change is how you actually will progress down and what other effects you're going to add in, because your abilities are based on these two. So the Path of Darkness, as you can see, you create to dominate the world. Your training will reflect your philosophy. You will activate the ability to channel negative energy into your attacks, dealing 2 to 20 additional damage against living creatures. Render them shaken. Successful DC 10 plus monk level plus mod gives an energetic effect. On verbal strike, natural 20, critical confirmation, you do 1 to 50 negative damage, blah, 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 blah. In Fists of Light, so it is the opposite. So now you're in harmony with the world. You're using light damage, and now you're dealing, but you can also heal now. You have that ability. So I'll show you that. So we go in here, we're going to check that and finish out. So now our capacity for your chi or kai is now 88 and 69. Of course, that'll drop down to what it's supposed to be. So I'm not worried about that. Let's go back in again. Add monk, and now here we go. So what are we going to add those points in? So I am going to, constitution is low, so I'm going to add in the con, because having health is not a bad thing. Again, because we're going to ninja route, hide, move silently, So that's level 4 down. Monk again. 1, 2, 2, 2. Level 5 down. Alright, so we have, let's look at the class feats. Grapefruit, lightning reflexes, toughness, deflect arrows, improves under precision, spring attack. And spring attack is very, very cool. Leap forward, make an attack an enemy and all those around him. Requires a visible target and you're holding a melee weapon. So, holding a melee weapon. So that means it's not your stunning fists you're using. It is a melee weapon. So, yeah. As far as the plowshares, proficiencies down here, shurikens and archery, discipline, 10,000 stars, which is shurikens again. Single weapon fighting, two weapon fighting, lightning reflex, resilience, toughness, deflect arrows. No. Ah. Let's try spring attack. And then we're going to add the great cleave. Bingo. Come back in again to get our level 7 now. And finish. So we jumped up from 42 hit points to 105 hit points, and our chi is at a max now of 120. So that is going to come into play when we use these. These are your strikes. And you can see I'm consuming chi. But what we're going to do is going to look into our feats and then the path of light. So there's one attack. There's two attack. And watch this. There's 3. Now she's charged, finishing, and she heals for 24 points. Haha. Okay. So let's go get our equipment for monks, because that's what she is. And we're going to run very quickly over here. Take us in. We're going to pick up our hand rep, which is going to be +2. And there they are. Start our hand reps. Tinky, tinky, tinky. Now jump down. And here, as you meditate, you increase your chi. That's what we're doing right here. There we go. So before you get into a big fight, you can increase your chi by meditating like this. Or your chi also will increase when you attack somebody. Now while she's doing that, I'm going to quickly add her horses down the bottom so she can run around a little quicker than she can now. But here again, there's one attack. There's 2. There's 3. And if she had 10 more chi, she'd be able to use the effect. And that's your heal, which is really cool. The stronger you are, the higher the levels, the more you get. Now, one of the last things we didn't do, as you can see, is action points. But I'm going to go back in here and activate our ratio 1. There we go. So, here's our ratio 1. We're going to add that, and it's going to be to attack. And accept. Now we're going to add More hit points, so we're going to add attack versus evil. And then we have Shinto Monk, Ninja Spy, and the Mystic. So the Mystic here, Mystic Tree grants one of the following passive. Plus melee power, fire resistance, physical resistance. Ninja. While you are centered, you can use your dexterity modifier to hit. You are proficient with short swords and treat them as key weapons. If another ability allows you to remain centered while wielding your other types of melee weapons, other than those weapons, you get the benefit of Ninja Training Zone. Cool. Shinto Monk, positive energy, healing. So that's all your Bastion of Purity. So we're going to go Ninja. And Sneak Attack, yes, because we've added the Hide and Silently skills. Bounce, Tumble, Jump, Dodge. And this adds, if said to use your dexterity for damage now. Now we're using those because our scores appears 14, 17 dexterity, and 15 wisdom. So we have 17 dexterity. So now we're using that for damage, so we get +3. And let's see, concentration reflex saves maximum dodge bonus. So I'll add those in. This is invisible, 25 bit corporeal. That's nice. Your sneak attack, flashbangs, create them. And we're going to add con or wisdom, or dexterity. Because dexterity is your hit. Let's add dexterity. Staying at the ninja weapon stance, poison your weapon with a secret mission where you're centered. Any short sword, comma, or shuriken wheel will inflict your foes with a stack of ninja poison and critical hits. You do 1 to 4 poison every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. Okay. What do we have down here? No. That's generation. Let's use the flashbang. Max that out. Didn't go up any higher here. What we got left? We have 4 left. So in the human side over here, let's see. I can now add more dexterity here. Thank you. And second ability. Oh, is that universal spell power? All skills. Saving throws. Range power, and of course defense. No. We here also boost an ability score. Healing amplification. Don't count me out. Range of unconsciousness. Okay, so that's fine. We'll add it over here, and that gives us another +1 for hitting. And we're going to accept. Watch our chi, because go at 120 and 105 for A. Boom. So close that down. So we go back in here in enhancements. We do have 3. Shadow Veil. Cool. Human attack ability. Cool. And flashbangs. Cool. So let's generate some more chi. And then we're going to equip her with our starter equipment. A lot of times you'll go out and you'll do quests and stuff like that, and that'll get you a certain equipment. The starter equipment here is just a bonus because of the level I started with from the champion status. Alright, so we got 35 here, so that's good. Now, let's add her equipment that she has. And, of course, and what is the downside of Monk? So I'm going to turn the cloak off. There's your attacks. Armor class is 28. That's not bad. And she's only allowed to wear clothing. Robes. That's it. So, there she is. A very basic monk up to level 7. And just to show you how combat is done, we're going to take her into a quest right now. And we'll show you how the combat is done. Now this is a level 4 quest. We are level 7, so we're going to be okay. In on elite. So in here we have 20 chi, we have 20 spell points and 127 hit points. That's where she's at right now. So that's fine. Now we're going to make a small change here. Options, UI. And the change is going to be her attacks. Because one of the things we don't have room for here right now is one of her attack feats. And that's Great Cleave. So we want Great Cleave in there. And to put Great Cleave in there, we have to create room for her to use it. Alright, so Great Cleave. Perfect. So, Cleave and Great Cleave. Now, one of the things also that makes a difference with monks is down here, the paths. Ocean, which is water. Sun, which is fire. Mountain, earth. And wind stance. Each have their own abilities. Wind stance is a rather interesting one. That's the one I normally use. Wind stance. +2 dexterity, 7.5% enhancement bonus to attack speed, 3% double strike, -2 con. So we lose a little bit of health. Wind stance is upgraded when you earn the following feats. Add up the forms, master, grandmaster. Each one of those will be at different levels, 6, 12, and 18, of course. So wind stance, add up performance plus dexterity, 10% enhancement attack speed. So when you're looking at her, and you go down here, boom, immediate attack speed 10%. So we attack 10% faster than normal. That doesn't include anything such as potions or haste spells. I'm going to show you how that works out. Come on down. Yo, uglies. Thank you. I need to move that. Okay, so that's your basic attacks for that. And now we're going here. Yo guys, wakey wakey. Hello. Brace myself. Cool. So we see now how your attack worked, and now we're going to use this. We're now ninja mode. Potion to cure light wounds, we're going to need that. So put that on our toolbar. There we go. And back into sneak mode. Of course, sneaking around slows us down. Ah, automatic healing is activated. Let's grab this. Now we're going to go back into feats, and we're going to look at monk feats. And I'm looking to see if there is, so you have the meditation, and there's the wholeness of body. That's the one I was looking for. So wholeness of body. Your enlightenment allows you to heal your own wounds. Ha 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 ha. So 5 hit points every tick. Bingo. So I'll heal back up. Nice and convenient. And we'll just run through the rest of the quest. Yeah, get it away. Get the goodies.
You hear a mechanism sliding open in the distance.
Bring him in. That's one of the things I like, is that automatic heal that kicks in. So it allows you to survive longer. And you do have your automatic heals that's on a timer. Once that counts down, you can do it again. There we are. We're good there. Now we've cleaned up this area. Ding! You hear that bell? That was me stunning him. So when you try your stunning fist and you hit him and you hear that bell, that means you stunned him, and he just sits there and lets you beat on him. Now, one of the things is, let's take a look here. There he is. Let's run up to him and see, he made a saving throw with that boot. So didn't quite get him. Alright, we've got all this completed. Now she's at a point now that we can use that heal again. So we're going to take a second and add that up.
Mic off, mic on.
Now, one of the things you can notice about that heal that we can do the meditation is that it's not affected by resting. It just doesn't work. Come on, it's over here, guys. Pay attention. So we got this cleared. Don't need the shrine. complete. Ninjas are a little more complicated than a lot of other characters to play. It's a little more difficult. So the reason behind it is her monk abilities. Now I'm going to rest here for a minute. I'm going to show you what I mean. So as you're swinging away at people, you just have to hold your mouse button down. But to activate her monk abilities down here, of course, as you've seen, you have to go down and click on it. So your concentration is a little split. So it makes things a little more difficult. But we're going to build up our chi, and I'm going to show you some of the things that happen. Down here, if we look at fire, for instance, you strike the opponent backed with the power of flame. Your attack deals 1d6 additional fire damage. That scales at melee power. So, melee power is here. And my melee power is the Zippo, so it's not really going to change. So it does 1d6. But you have your finishing moves, and that's what I want to demonstrate right now. So this is your finishing move button. So depending on what you use, your finishing move will change. And the idea behind it is going to be either 3 attacks. So what I mean is this. Okay, so this is lightning. So I'm going to do a lightning. I'm going to do a positive. And I'm going to do a lightning. There's our finishing move. This now has the power of clouds. So Dance of Clouds, I have now 20% concealment. And that lasts for a little while. And that's your concealment. Now I can't see it because I have my controls up here for your mic, but you can still see the wisps of cloud around me. So that gives me 20% concealment. Now that is quite handy, to say the least. You have 20% concealment. That means that 20% of the time they're not going to be able to hit you. So our quest is complete. 3,300 experience. We're going to come out and get our end rewards. Ta-da! Our chi automatically builds back up because the quest is complete, and now we pick up our rewards. So this is where I wanted to show you too. So we now have holy hand wraps. These are level 5, and what we have is level 4 starters. So level 4 is 6.83, but that's because that's what we have on. So if we take them off, it drops down to 5.78. So that's your damage rating. And it's 5.78 here. But this is 2 dice 6 of damage for holy. This is 1 dice 6. So it actually is a lot higher. So you just have to choose out which one you want. So threat generation insight is not really good for monks because your armor class doesn't hold up, as you've just seen. And this is a holy 1, deadly 1, so weapon damage +1, not really that good. Electrifying is 2, stunning is 4, oh that's a nice one. Poison 1, slashing 3, acid 1, shatter. So I am going to choose this one here, but I also want to check down on the armor. Armor bonus 4, armor bonus 0. Well, Armor bonus 4, vitality 4, cold resistance. Armor bonus, no acid resistance. Combat mastery +1 your stunning blow, stunning fist attempts +4. Insight, resist the character's trip. So I am still going to go with the weapon 1. The other ones are nice, but this is still a little bit better. And we can see that when we throw them on. Ta-da! So, shocking 2. So we have damage is now based on dexterity. Hit is based on dexterity. Electrifying 2, +2 bonus, and stunning +4. And there's your difference there. So it will do more damage. 1d6 +10, and then magic, of course, which is an extra 2 to 12. Nice. We're going to go in here. And what I want to do in here, of course, is sell that vendor trash, is what we call it. That junk that we're not going to use. We accumulate. But you have to have a look at it. So let's see. The boots, they're named. +3 jump. No. Do we have anything here? Gloves? Glaciation resistance? No. Which is interesting because I have striding 10 on my boots, and on my gloves I have striding 5. That's funny. Concentration is +3, or we have fortification 25%, and our fortification right now is Zippo, so fortification it is. And then we have helmet. We don't have a helmet, so we can throw this one on. Gives us lesser false life. Gives an extra 5 points. Yes, that's good. And that's about it. So, talk to the lady, repair everything we need, and then sell off everything we don't need. Sell the gems first. That gives us 11 platinum. The dagger. +1 up. At all. Sell. So we have 783 platinum, 29 gold. And that's our first quest. So everything does work out. When you're looking at these characters, you have to remember just how hard they are to play and how easy they are to play. If you look at that and say, okay, I want something that's really easy, go with a fighter or a barbarian, because it's a matter of hack and slash. The next series I'm going to do is going to show you what some of the spellcasters are like and show you how they affect the game and how hard it is to play them. I have a friend of mine who absolutely refuses to play magic users, warlocks, and sorcerers because it's too confusing. Which is really funny because she is one of the best people I know for clerics. Her clerics are really powerful and she really knows how to use them. So right now I'm going to say goodbye and hope you enjoyed this series, and we're going to continue on to the next series on spellcasters. Enjoy your day, stay safe and healthy.